When was the last time you felt at peace? Have you ever come across a situation where there is an emotional breakout, you're not feeling good about something, and you're really feeling very, very burdened due to the emotional chaos that is there around? So, what do you do at that moment? You know what I did? I actually found a book that really helped me in healing and feeling good about myself. This book, Energize Your Mind by Gaur Gopal Das, is a must read book. I would suggest to everybody. And today we are going to talk about this book only. Because this book I found when I had nothing. I felt like everything is coming to an end. And when I started reading this, it really changed my life. And I'm going to tell you how it happened. So I joined ICBI as a student. I enrolled myself over there for getting a training, as I mentioned earlier also. So when I got my first session was verbal and non-verbal, where we were talking about the communication part. So that trainer told us that there is one book that is really going to help you. So I gave a thought that why not I ordered this book and I started reading. One day was just like, I'm not a bookworm, I don't like reading any book. But this was the first, and I think this is the last book which I read completely. And this book has really helped me in growing as a person which I am today. So when I started reading this book, this actually helped me in healing from inside. Not just my mind, but my heart and emotions were aligned. So whatever thoughts you have in your mind, right, it plays as the role of your enemy as well as it plays the role of your best friend. So you have to choose which path you want to go, with whom you want to go, with your best friend or with your enemy. We sometimes surround ourselves with so much of negative thoughts that we are never out of that well, I would say. But this book has taken me out of that well, pulled me out of that well. And how well I'm today right now? This book says that learn the art of mastering your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Right? So over here, the first thing which I liked about this book, they were talking about that how your feelings are, how your emotions are. That is not a one-day story, okay? So we sometimes think, why it is not getting over, why I'm not getting over it, why I'm not moving on, why this is happening with me only. So feelings, emotions are something which would be there for some time. So for that you need to heal yourself, deal, feel, right? But this pyramid is something like you have to feel what you're feeling. Then you have to deal with that feeling for some time. And healing is a journey. It is not a one-day task or two-day task or three-day task. It is a whole journey. Throughout your life, you'll be healing from something. And that's why that practicality has been evolved in me. There are days which are bad now also, but I am not being bothered by those negative thoughts. I pull more positive energy from my surrounding and then I make myself more optimistic from inside. There are a few lines which he mentioned in the book, and this book actually not controls you or advises you something or orders you something as a preach. He hasn't mentioned that, but this book actually helps you in evolving as a human being, great human being. By understanding your own emotions, then only you can understand others' emotions too, right? That is what EQ, EI, emotional intelligence. We are running after IQ, but right now, EQ is the most important thing which we need to develop in ourselves. There was one more line which mentioned as, our life is like the coffee. Everything else, our jobs, our money, and our position in the society are cups. They are just tools to hold and contain life, the quality of life we live. While you pursue the fine cups, be sure to keep your focus on enjoying the coffee. How beautiful these lines are. So, how articulately he connected the cup, the coffee, with our life, with our situations, with our choices, and how our mind fluctuates from one place to the other. So, when we are in the moment, he's asking us to enjoy that moment fully and not think about the past or the future which has not been seen by us. And the past, it is gone. So, stay in present. So I would be reading out few lines which are very beautiful, and they are really amazing line which you also can connect. And I would suggest all of you who are there in their phase where they're not able to come out, they're just thinking that this is the end, this is a life which is not worthy of living. So read this book and you'll be out one day, like me. So he says that the difference is that the person who is sad has a specific reason for their sadness. So in this context, I'll tell you the context that he was talking about sadness and depression. Okay. So if the person is sad, he has some specific reason for being sad at that moment, whereas the depressed person may not. It's easy for the sad person to tell you what is bothering them. The death of the loved ones, or the loss of a job, or the breaking of a relationship. The depressed person is just depressed. They can't pinpoint what is causing their hopelessness. Yeah. So if somebody is around you who's very depressed, so don't judge them by why they're not telling you why they're sad, or why they're not talking to you, why they're not going out, why they're into their rooms, why they're in their own comfort zone. Give them some time. They're healing right now. And one day they'll be out. Just be there, listen to them. Okay? But don't force them to give you a reason why they're depressed, because there is no reason. They can't think of any reason that why they are feeling depressed. There was one more thing he said, that unless you go through the pain of being sharpened, what is within you will not come out. So, what is within you will not come out. So that pain is really, sometimes they say no pain, no gain, right? It is a fact. Or if you have a roses, you will get thorns with that. So you have to deal with that, right? To always to get a best, you have to go through worst. Then one more beautiful line, there was mentioned that life is a beautiful journey during which we meet some good people and some not so good people. Some treat us well and some do not. Some things go our way and some do not. Some people have lovely families, yet others come from broken homes. Who are we today is the sum of total of all our experiences. Showing empathy means to understand this and not to jump to the conclusion from first impression without knowing more. As a famous phrase goes, it's taken a lifetime to write this story of mine. Will you read me just in a day? So over here he mentioned some incident, and this book includes all his personal life and incidents which are there. He has related and connected all his thoughts to those incidents. Written so beautifully in this that you can also connect it to your life. That how you need to manage yourself, how you need to manage your emotions, how you need to manage your emotions as well as others' emotions. So over here, he is just talking that we may meet good or not so good people. He didn't call them bad people, but he mentioned as good and not so good, right? Something would be as per our conditions and something would not be with as per our convenience or conditions. But we have to accept it. The whole game is of acceptance. So that's why this book really helped me in accepting who I am today and what kind of life I'm living right now. See, I can't make any changes to uh, what is not in my control, but what is in my control right now, I can change that. So that's why I energize my mind. So I'm energizing my heart, my emotions. So, those who have never heard about this book, I would recommend you all to read this. If you're not going through any phase of your life, but still, it is something which is very helpful in understanding your own thoughts and emotions. And it is also helping you in aligning with your emotions. Right? Sometimes we may not understand we are going through something, but as he has written over there, feel, deal, and heal, you should feel yourself sometimes that what exactly is going inside you. Okay, so this book will really help you in understanding your thoughts, your internal process which is going on in your mind, and would really help you in aligning all them. So I would like to end over here. These were my thoughts which made me a person which I am today, a better version of myself, I would call. And I'm still healing. And as I mentioned, that it is there in your whole journey. It's not a one-day task. If somebody needs such kind of guidance, connection, then he can go through that or she can go through this book. अगर आपको वीडियो पसंद आया हो, प्लीज़ लाइक, शेयर, कमेंट ज़रूर कीजिएगा, अपने थॉट्स ज़रूर बताइएगा, और आपके पास कोई ऐसी बुक है या कोई स्टोरी है या कोई मूवी है, प्लीज़ मुझे शेयर करिए, सजेस्ट करिए. आई रियली वांट टू go through that also. And to grow more, to learn more, please subscribe my channel. And काफ़ी अच्छा लगा आपसे अपने लाइफ का कुछ शेयर करके, while sharing and connecting this book with you all. Bye, take care, thank you.